अरे रे रे।
Her name was Sulekha, but since her childhood, everyone had been calling her Bholi, the simpleton. She was the fourth daughter of Ramlal. When she was 10 months old, she had fallen off the cot on her head, and it had damaged some part of her brain. That was why she remained a backward child and came to be known as the Bholi. At birth, Bholi was fair and pretty, but when she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox. Only the eyes were safe, but the entire body was permanently disfigured by deep black pock marks. Little Bholi could not speak when she was 5, and when at last she learned to speak, she stammered. The other children and even her own sisters made fun of her and mimicked her. As a result, she talked very little. Bholi was 7 years old when a primary school for girls was opened in their village. The Tehsildar Sahib came to perform its opening ceremony.
Nice to meet you, Ramlal, after so many days. How is the work going on in the village?
Yes, Shillarji, it's going well.
Ramlal, you are the numberdar of this village. You should take initiative by sending your daughters to the school. Others will get encouraged.
As you command, I will surely think about it.
Yes, we will meet again.
We'll meet again.
How was today's ceremony?
Yes, it went well. Actually, today I met Tehsildar. He advised me that we should send Bholi to school. What do you think?
Are you crazy? Education for Boli. If we send her to school, who will marry her?
But maybe it's better to send her to school than leaving her helpless. And also, I can't disagree with Tehsildar's words. So, we should send her to school.
Yes, I think you are right. We should send her to school as there's a little chance of getting her married with an ugly face and lack of sense. Let the teachers handle her.
Okay.
The next day, Ramlal caught Bholi by the hand. Bholi was frightened. She did not know what school was like.
Come, Bholi, today I will take you to school. What's the matter with you, idiot? I'm only taking you to school. Go, let her wear some decent clothes today.
Yes,
or what will
Bholi.
the teachers and
Let's
students
get
think of
ready.
us when they see her in this type of costume? Come, let's go.
Good morning, students. Sit down.
Madam, please guide her. She's new to this school.
Hi,
Bye, Bholi.
hi, dear. Go take a seat. Students, open your books. A for
Apple,
B for
ball,
C for
pen,
D for
dog,
E for.
elephant.
What's your name, little one?
Bhab.
It's okay. It's okay. Wait. Now tell me your name.
Bholi.
Well done. Put the fear out of your heart and you'll be able to speak like everybody else.
Really?
Yes, it is very easy. You just come to school every day. Will you come? No, say it aloud.
Yeah, yes.
Didn't I tell you? Now take this book. In 1 month you'll be able to read this book. Then I'll give you another book and still a bigger one. In time, you'll be more learned than anybody else in this village. Then no one will ever be able to laugh at you. People will listen to you with respect and you will be able to talk without the slightest stammer. Understand? Now go home and come back early tomorrow.
Bholi felt as if suddenly all the bells in the village temple were ringing and the trees in front of the schoolhouse had blossomed into big red flowers. Her heart was throbbing with new hope and a new life. Years passed and Bholi was no longer the timid girl everyone pitied. Education had given her grace, courage, and a spark of confidence. But one evening, her father came home with a proposal that would test that courage.
You know, today I've got a good news. Vishambar Nath, a grocer from the next village, has proposed for our Boli.
Oh, Bishambar Nath, the rich shopkeeper.
Yeah.
He has got his own house, plenty of money, and no bad habits.
But father, isn't he much older than me?
Beta, yes, he's around 50. But he has a well settled life. You will get everything you need after marriage: comfort, security, and everything.
And most importantly, he hasn't asked for any dowry. Do you realize what a blessing that is?
Blessing? Ma is old enough to be my father. Why should I marry a man I don't even know?
Because girls like you don't get many choices, Boli. Don't forget who are you. A girl with scars, who stammers. You should be thankful anyone is willing to marry you at all.
Why would you say such things, Ma? Am I a burden to you?
We only want what's best for you, Boli. Society won't accept an unmarried girl sitting at home.
Then the society must change. I studied, I learned, and you think my ultimate goal is getting married?
Enough, both of you. Boli, your mother means well. You should listen to her. Bishambar has agreed to marry you without any condition. So it's final that you are going to marry Bishambar Nath.
But
That's the
arguments.
final, Boli.
Let's go.
And with that,
Ma-
the fire in her heart began to burn. A fire that would later give her the strength to speak for herself when no one else did.
Welcome, Bishambar Nath ji. Please sit. The Pandit is ready to begin the ceremony.
Let's finish this quickly.
Ramlal, auspicious time has begun. Bring the garland and bride.
Please bring the bride.
Wait, what's this? You didn't tell me she had marks on her face.
Those are just smallpox scars, Bishambarji. She's just a good and kind-hearted girl.
No, I won't marry her unless you give me 5,000 rupees in cash right now.
No, please, Bishambar Nath ji. We are poor people. I don't have that much. Instead, I can give only 2,000 rupees. Please accept it.
No, 5,000 rupees or no marriage.
Okay, I will try to bring it. Here, take it please. And please don't humiliate us in front
No.
of the whole village.
No.
stop, father. You don't have to give him a single penny. I will not marry this greedy old man.
Boli, what have you done? Think what people will say?
Let them talk, ma. He is insulting you, my family.
How dare you insult me in front of everyone?
You deserve to be insulted. You are old enough to be my father.
I'm leaving now.
What have you done? Who will marry you? No one needs to, ma. I will serve you and father in your old days. And I will teach in the same school that taught me my word. Yes.
My daughter, you came to leave now. I'm proud of you.
Father, promise me. You will never go before anyone. Promise me.
That day, the shy and stammering girl became the voice of our courage. Bholi proved that real beauty lies not in the face but in the strength, education, and self respect.
Education gave me the strength to take my stand, and I wish everyone should be educated, especially every girl, so that she would never be called Bholi again.